my hero. That's who I chase. And when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was
now
like,
you're back at it again.
Close.
9 to 11.
No. She said, why? I said,
now I'm back at it again.
My hero's me at
2 to 4.
35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every
7
year
to
of my
9.
life.
Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4.
Hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that
was the
keeps
most
me with
important
somebody
thing for me,
to keep on
no
chasing.
stone unturned. Get better every single day.
I'm going to talk to you about some things I've learned in my journey. Most from experience, some of them I heard in passing. Many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap. The entitlement trap.
I always
of
ask
feeling
questions.
like you're
I
a
always
victim.
try to get better every single
not.
day. Learn
Get
more.
over it. Get on with it.
You'd be surprised.
And yes,
Like some people,
most things are
like my
more
kids at
rewarding
2 could
when
do a
you
lot
break
of
a sweat and get them.
things. At 2, I could dribble a basketball. I
An
could
emotional
shoot a
response
basketball
to an
at
outcome.
the house.
If I
would
win,
go to
I will
practice
be
with my
happy.
father.
If I don't,
would
I
observe
won't.
my father.
And I say if happiness
I'd
is
sit
what
and
you're
watch
after,
games with him.
then
You know, a lot of things I
you're
learned
going to
by
be let down
just being
frequently.
around the game.
You're going to be unhappy.
So by the age of 6,
much of
I
your
was
time.
already strategizing
Joy, though.
versus other 6-year-olds.
Joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy. Find success for yourself. Now, check this out. I'm in south of New Orleans a few years ago, and I went to a voodoo shop. And they had this wooden partition against the wall with these columns. And in these columns were all these vials of these magic potions, right? And the headings above each potion defining what they would give you were things like fertility,
confidence comes from
family,
preparation.
legal health, energy,
so when the game's on the line, I'm not asking myself
money,
to do something that I haven't done thousands of times
Guess
before.
which column was empty?
When I'm prepared, I know what I'm capable of doing.
Money.
I know what I'm comfortable doing.
Let's
and I know
admit
what
it.
I'm not comfortable doing.
Money is king today. It's what makes the world go round. It is success. The more we have, the more successful we are, right? Now, I would argue that our cultural values have even been financialized. Humility is not in vogue anymore. It's too passive. It's a get-rich-quick on the internet, richest 15 minutes of fame world that we live in, and we see it every day. But we all want to succeed, right? So the question that we got to ask ourselves is what success is to us, what success is to you. Is it more money? Maybe it's a healthy family. Maybe it's a happy marriage. Maybe it's to help others, to be famous, be spiritually sound, leave the world a little bit better place than you found it. Continue to ask yourself that question. Now, your answer may change over time, and that's fine. But do yourself this favor. Whatever your answer is, don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Prioritize who you are, who you want to be, and don't spend time with anything that antagonizes your character. Don't drink the Kool-Aid,
I was playing
man.
these 6-year-old kids.
It tastes sweet, but you will get cavities tomorrow. All right, life is not a popularity
dribble off their
contest.
foot,
Be
pick it up,
brave,
lay it
take
up.
the hill, but first answer that question, what's my hill?
So at 6 years old, I had
first,
63 points.
We have to define success for ourselves.
So
And
when
then
you played at
we have
13,
to
I
put
would
in the
size
work
you
to
up
maintain it.
and see
Take
what
that
your
daily
strengths and
tally.
weaknesses are.
Tend our
How do you
guard.
approach the
Keep
game? Are you
things that are
silly about
important
it?
to
Are
us
you
in
goofy
good
about it?
shape.
Are you good at it just because you're bigger
Where
and
you are
stronger than
not
everybody
is
else?
as important as where
Whereas
you
you're
are.
actually thought and skill that you
Defining
put into.
ourselves by what we are
Right?
not
When I'd play,
is
I'd
the
play
first
to my
step that leads
weaknesses.
us to really knowing
I wouldn't
who
play
we
to my
are.
strengths. I played to my weaknesses. Because
You know
when
that
you're
group
playing
of friends
summer
that you hang out
basketball,
with
there's so many
that
games.
it really might not bring out
So
the
there's not a
best
lot
in
of
you.
skill work being done. So
You know,
when are
they
you going to get
gossip
better?
too much, or kind of
I was
shady.
working on the things during those
They really
games that I
aren't
was
gonna be
weak
there
at.
for you in a pinch.
Left hand, pull up
Or
jump
how
shot.
about that bar
Post game.
that we keep
Right,
going
so I have a
to
strategy.
that we always seem to have the worst hangover?
How did you get mentally
or that
and
computer
emotionally
screen,
so strong
right? The
where
computer screen that
it doesn't
keeps
bother
giving
you?
us an excuse
Well,
not to
you know,
get out of
you
the
gotta
house
look at the
and
reality
engage
situation.
with the world and
Look
get some
for
real human
things
interaction.
to learn from. And
How about that
I'm
food
very
that we
observant.
keep eating? Stuff that tastes so good going down.
The passion came
makes
from
us
the
feel
love
like
for the
crap
game.
the next week.
You know,
We
I
feel
love
lethargic
everything
and
about
we keep
it.
putting on
The
weight.
smell of the ball. You the smell
well,
of
those
like
people,
grains,
those places,
like
those
the sound the ball
things.
makes when it hits the ground.
Stop giving them your time and energy.
Like all
Just
those
don't go
things
there.
are-
I mean, put them
I
down.
love. And so the passion comes
And when
from
you
that.
do this, when
Once
you do
have that
put them
love,
down, when you
just
quit
wanna
going there,
be a part
you
of
quit
this
giving them
all
your
the
time, you
I was
inadvertently
born-
find
I was
yourself
born to play basketball,
spending more
you know what I mean?
time and
I
in
played a
more
lot of different
places
sports.
that
but
are
nothing
healthy for
brought
you,
me the
that
sense
bring
of
you more joy.
peace
Why?
and,
Because you just
of
eliminated the
escape.
who's, the where's, the
And
what's,
that
and the
became
when
basketball.
that were keeping you from
When
your
I need that
identity.
escape, it's there for me, right? When
But
I
trust
need
me,
a
too
friend,
many
it's there for
options.
me. And when
I
need to
promise you,
vent,
too many options will make a tyrant of us
it's
all.
there, So
I said, get rid of
game
the
is
excess,
absolutely everything.
the wasted time.
I had
Decrease
goals. I
your
had
options.
expectations and things I wanted to accomplish.
If you
know?
do this,
So,
you will
like,
have
the outside
accidentally,
world
almost innocent,
could not meet
put in
that
front of
for
you
sure. Like, I knew I
what
wanted
is
to win
important to you.
5, 6, 7
A
championships.
process of
That was my goal.
elimination.
For me to come out and say that, people would think I was
Knowing who we are is hard.
You know, so no matter what they
It's hard.
said or what they threw at me, my
Give
expectations
yourself a
were
break.
certainly higher. But
Eliminate who
can't-
you are
can't
not
control that
first.
passion, man.
So you're gonna
Sometimes
find
you
yourself
kind
where
of
you
have
need
a
to be.
fire. You need
Don't
to
leave crumbs.
keep those flames.
Yeah,
man,
and the
nothing you can do
beauty
about
of
it. Like,
delayed
you don't really
gratification.
have much of a
So what are
choice.
crumbs?
Like, you wake up in the
The
morning,
crumbs
you go,
I'm talking
even if you
about
tried to
are
dial
the
it
choices
back,
that we make
it'll just
that
build
make
up and
us
build
have
up,
to
and
look
then
over
it'll
our
just,
shoulder.
like, come out 10
in the
times
future.
worse than it was before.
You didn't
Can't
pay
really
that
control
guy back the money
There's a
that you
quote
owed
from,
him, and
one
tonight
of my
you just saw
English
him
teachers, a little
3
man
rows
named,
behind you.
Mr. Fisk.
Shit.
He had a great quote that said, "Rest at the end, not in the
You
middle."
slept around on your spouse, and you just found out
That's
that
something I
tomorrow
always
she
live by.
and the lady you're having an affair with are
Not
going to be in the
rest, I'm
same
gonna keep on
PTA
pushing
meeting.
out. There are a lot of answers
Shit
that I
again.
don't have, even questions.
You
that I
drank
don't
too much
have.
last night.
But I'm just going to
You're
keep
too
going.
hungover to drive
Just
your
gonna
son
keep
to his
going,
8 a.m.
and I'll
Saturday
figure these
morning
things out
baseball
as we go,
practice.
right?
These are the
You know,
crumbs.
you
You got to look at the reality.
I try to
They
live
come
it.
in the form of
like
regret.
for me, it's not. You
Guilt.
you kind of got to get
And
over
remorse.
yourself.
You leave
right?
crumbs
And
today, they
then
will
after
cause
that,
you
it's
more
okay. Well,
stress
why did those
tomorrow,
air balls happen?
And they disallow you from creating a
I didn't have the
customized
legs.
future in which you
So you
do
look at the
not
shot.
have to
Every
look
shot
over
was
your
online.
shoulder.
Every shot was online, but every
So let's
shot
flip
was
the
short.
script.
Right?
Instead
I
of
gotta
creating
get stronger.
outcomes that take
I
from
gotta
us,
train differently.
let's create
the weight
more
training
outcomes that
program that
pay
I'm
us
doing,
back.
I gotta
fill us
tailor
up.
it for an 82
Keep your
game
fire
season,
lit, turn
so that
you
when the playoffs
on
come around,
for the
my
most
legs are
amount of
stronger and
time
that
in
ball
your
gets
future.
there. So I look at it.
These are the
with
choices I'm
rationale.
talking about.
And say,
And
okay,
this
well,
is the
the reason
beauty
why I shot air balls
delayed
because my legs aren't
gratification.
there. I go, well,
Now,
make sure
tee
they'll
yourself
be there.
up. Do yourself a favor.
Have
Make the
to do the
choices,
hard
the
stuff
purchases
and
today
watch
that
that
pay
game and
you
study
back
that
tomorrow.
Not
Residuals.
make those mistakes over and over again.
In my business, we call it
Just
mailbox
because you
money.
weren't
If I do my
brave
job
enough
well
to face
today,
it, so
and that
gotta
movie
deal
keeps
with it.
running on
Gotta
TV,
deal with it.
5
Face it,
years
learn
from
from
now,
it.
I'm getting
You don't
checks
wanna
in the
have that
mailbox.
feeling, right? So you
A
got to
heck
really
of a deal.
study it.
So whether it's prepping the coffee maker the night
Not to say you'll
before,
win the
so
next
all
time
you got to
play,
do
but
is
at
press
least
the
you'll
button
give
in the
yourself
morning.
a better
Or
chance, yeah.
getting ready for the job
It's an
interview early so you don't have to
obsessiveness
cram the night
that comes
before.
along with it.
Or
You want
choosing
things to
not
be as
to hook
perfect
up with
as they
that
can
married
be.
woman because you
Understanding
know
that
you're going to
nothing is
feel
ever
horrible
perfect.
about it tomorrow.
But the challenge is try to get them as
And
perfect
her
as
husband
they
carries
can
the
be.
gun.
And what can you do? It's
Or
in your control.
paying your debts on time so that
control
when
what
you
you
do
can.
see that guy
How you
3
can
rows
balance
back
that.
tonight, you don't have to
Being
hunker
blessed
down
with
in
all
your
the
seat hoping that he don't see you.
tools that I have.
Get some
So
ROI.
at 13 years old,
You know
I
what
had
that is?
a,
To myself.
Return
kill list.
on investment.
And
Your
so,
investment.
You know,
You.
they used to do these
Customize your
rankings,
future.
Street and
Don't leave
Smith
Trump.
basketball rankings, and I was nowhere to be
Make
found.
voluntary
'cause I was
obligations.
like 6'4", scrawny.
All right, mom and dad.
160 pounds, soaking wet.
Since we were young,
So I
they
was
teach
like
us things,
57 on the
teachers,
list.
mentors,
And so I will look at 56, 55, all the way up to number 1, who these players are, what club teams they played for. So when we go on an AAU travel
I'm not
circuit,
talking about those obligations.
I got to hunt them down,
I'm talking about the
right?
ones
And so
we
that
make
became my mission in
for
high school,
ourselves.
is to check
With
off
our
every
God.
other person, all those
With our
56
own
other names,
conscience.
And I'm
hunt them
promise
down
Talking
and
about
knock
the
them down.
you
from
versus
that day
you.
that I was going
obligations.
to work that hard every
We
single
have to
day,
have
so that when I do
Now,
retire,
again, these are not
no
societal
regrets.
laws,
dreams
expectations
is
that we
they should be
acknowledge and
pure.
endow for
And I think a
anyone
lot of times
other than ourselves.
we're born into this
These are
world, we actually
faith-based
wind up going
obligations
backwards.
that we make on
And it
our
seems
own.
like the more we mature,
These are not the lowered
the
insurance
more
rates
responsible our
for a
dreams
good
become.
driving driving record.
And the more governors
you will not be
we put on
fined or
ourselves
put
and
in
our
jail if
ability
you
to
do not
dream.
gratify these
And to
obligations I
reimagine.
speak of. No one else
It's always a
governs
fight
these
for
but
us
you.
parents
They are
and
your
for
secrets
you
with
guys
yourself.
to make sure that
Your own
dreams
private
always stay
counsel.
pure. So
Personal
it's not a matter
protocols.
of
And while nobody throws you a party
pushing
when you
beyond.
abide by them, no one's going to arrest you when you break them either, except yourself. Or some cops who got a disturbing the peace call at 2:30 in the morning because you were playing bongos in your birthday suit. Ha! That was me. An honest man's pillow is his peace of mind. And when you lay down on that pillow at night, no matter who's in your bed, we all sleep alone. These are your personal Jiminy Crickets. And there are not enough cops in the entire world to police them. It's on you. It's on you. A roof is a man-made thing. This may cut a little close to the bone since the geography, but I think we all were there, and we'll all remember where we were. But in January the 3rd, 1993, it was the NFL playoffs, and your Houston Oilers were playing the Buffalo Bills. The Oilers were up 28-3 at halftime, 35-3 early in the third. Frank Reich and the Bills come back to win 41-38 in overtime for one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history. Yeah, the Bills won, but they didn't really beat the Oilers. The Oilers lost that game. They beat themselves.